Hello everyone and welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today I'm reacting to another music video from The Warning. This time, more. Let's jump on into it. Ooh, interesting aspect ratio. The old 4:3. Oh, good focus pull there. Oh, good screen wipe. Nice. That was a cool camera move. That felt like it had a bit of... I couldn't tell if it was screen shake or stabilization. Cool fisheye shot. Lots of vignetting on that. Cool. God, so many colors. Every color. And again, all of this just done on a set, like, it really can't be understated how much, like, you can do just on a set, like. Great camera work. Oh, that's a cool shot. Going back to the vignetted fisheye. Nice tilt up. Oh, is it doing the loopy loop? Yeah, okay. That's always cool. Oh, that's a cool effect. Hell yeah. That's cool. I love that the camera operator on this one isn't scared to do some Dutch angles. Like, it's fucking great. Hell yeah. Awesome. I mean, again, it's The Warning. Like, every music video they do is pretty damn good. So let's break it down. Now, as I was saying, again, all of this on a set, it really can't go understated just how, like, if you find yourself in the fortunate position, right, where you have access to a place where you can build a set, God, it makes your life so much easier. Like, you're not having to, work with a particular person's house or location where, like, if you're filming out on location, there's always things you can't do. Like, you can't just paint the person's walls, or you can't smash out that window because, oh, I need a camera there. You always have to respect the place that, you've been lent. With a studio, because you're building that internal set, you can do whatever the hell you want, Now with this one, it's pretty straightforward, it's just white background, white floor, it looks like white walls with some of these as well, so they're just fully, wrapped around basically. And then they've, got the props in the middle and stuff like that, the set design, etc. So really simple. But that's the beauty of sets, is you could literally, and studios, is that you could literally have that, and then, oh, there's a, we got to do a music video for this heavy metal band, and they want it to look like they're in a house that's on fire. Easy. Bring in some fake walls, enclose it in, have some fire lights going off, and then a smoke machine, and boom, you're in an entirely different looking environment. Like, yeah, sets are just awesome. So we've obviously got a 4:3 aspect ratio, at least for the beginning. It's weird. It actually, now that I zoom through it, it actually gets wider and wider throughout. So this start, like, that's, I, because to me, like, even when I was watching it, that start, I was like, that feels like it's more than 4:3. Like, it feels even more compressed down. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, like, throughout, it's slowly, those black bars go further and further, get smaller and smaller, and that image in the middle gets wider and wider, which is really cool. Like, and you can do things like that where you're more creative with your aspect ratios than just being like, oh, it's 4:3 all the way throughout, or it's 16:9 all the way through, whatever. You can do creative stuff. Obviously, we also start in black and white, and then it goes hardcore into color. And what I love is that the color is so vibrant, while also being very, like, pastel colors. Like, it really suits. And don't get me wrong, part of that is also the color grade. Some of these clothing choices definitely could, with the right color grade, look just too neon and bright and whatever. Yeah, they've really kept it, the color grade, subtle, which I really do appreciate. But yeah, the colors are just, yeah, so vibrant and poppy, and really stand out from, all of the black and white we saw in the beginning. um Lighting on the girls, awesome. Like, it's really nice balanced lighting. Again, helps that you're in a studio and on a set. Like, that's, you can put your lights anywhere you like, and make sure that it's not going to it's not going to get in anyone's way. It's not going to have any awkward reflections or whatever. Like, you have full control over this environment. So it works really well. Obviously there are some shots where it is like a bit more one-sided than others. But, that's cool. I like the fact that it adds a bit of shadow. And what you will see is that, again, every single shot of them, especially the close-ups to camera, they have eye lights. We talk about it time and time again. Eye lights are your key to making your actors, your performers, your whatever it is, feel more alive. So you always want those eye lights. The fisheye shots, super awesome. Love me a fisheye. Um, and basically, they're called fisheye lenses because they have like a visible, more so than any other lens, a really obvious like um, curvature to the front element of the lens, and that's what allows you to see more than a normal lens. So, for example, actually, I might grab it. I have an 8mm. Here we are. I have an 8mm lens, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Let me open up my program so I can make sure you do. So you could see how curved that is. Like, that's probably the best angle there. All of that front element is so curved, and that's what allows you to see um so much in your frame. This one, just like in particular, can see a full 190 degrees in like every direction. So when you think about that, that's not just 180 from like your left to right. It actually sees an extra little bit behind that, and that's because of that curvature. Um, so like for example, if someone's standing right next to that like front element, like they're in line with that front element, it will actually see them because it has that extra little bit of, leeway there. Really cool. And great for when you're doing music videos or skateboarding videos and stuff like that, where you need like as much wraparound as possible. And then we've got, with these fisheye shots, we've got real like vignetting. Now there are some lenses that vignetting is sort of like, it's gonna happen in camera, like regardless of what you do. Um, and like that's definitely a look, but you can also do this in post. At, the vignetting can be done in post at least, and like a good example is, so this lens on my camera won't give this like vignetting, but if I wanted to, I can very easily, because it is a look, so I can very easily mask a circle in DaVinci and basically crop out anything outside that circle and keep, the image inside that circle. Really easy to do. So yeah, like they could have done it either way, in all honesty. On top of that, just trying to see, like, camera movements and editing, super punchy, super to the point, like on beat, matches the energy, matches the tempo, like awesome stuff there. We do see some sneaky, like, VFX stuff towards the end, where we start getting like stitched together shots, as well as like, taking the vignetting and like doubling it across the screen. Super awesome stuff, and again, really simple to do once, like, if you know how to do it, like that vignette effect once, you can do these shots pretty easily. Um, like once you learn how to stitch together one shot, you sort of know how to stitch together all shots, you know. So and like, don't get me wrong, it does take a bit of planning, a bit of preparation. Like you need to know sort of on set, oh, these are some elements I want to get on their own so that I can in post stitch them together, which is why it's always useful if like the director sits in on the edit, or the editor is there on set, or your director is your editor, which, you know, is more than often the case with music videos. Like I myself edit a lot of my own music videos just because like I was there on set and I have the vision in my head, so it's easier than trying to explain it to someone else. Yeah, but that's, you know, that's just personal choice. That's not taken away from, there's very good editors out there who you give them the brief and they'll execute it flawlessly. Um, but yeah, all in all, another banner of a music video. So thank you for recommending it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.